It's the president. I'm back once again. So yesterday, as I said on my introductory video, that I'll be doing story times. So this will be my first story time that I'll be bringing to you. Well, basically, uh, I'll name it, but I'm not sure what I'll name it at the moment. But it's basically the first time I was dating. No, it's not the first time. I think it was the first time I got cheated on. Well, let me take you back to I think was it the second girl I dated? Yeah, I think it was the second girl that I dated. Well, we were from different places. I was schooling at that time. She was from from another small place, and I was from another place. So we actually were able to get together when there were sort of events and maybe some things that were done at school. So we would get together, actually have the time actually to meet. So what happened was that I dated this girl for about a year and 3 months, if I'm not mistaken. So I think the first year went well because we were dating, everything was fine and whatsoever. So we enjoyed each other. Everything was good, everything was fine. Now, yaqala apha ingxaki. So what happened was that I think there was a guy that arrived at her place. Remember, we stayed maybe about 30 kilometers away from each other. So when this guy came into the picture, everyone was amazed by this new guy that came into the picture. So I never knew that there was a new guy until her friends told me that there's a new guy that they go with, they go party with, and they enjoy being with. And it was a surprise to me because I knew that she was a person who was not much into drinking and whatsoever. So it happened this one other Friday. Yeah, it was on a Friday. I tried to call her. Hey, no one was picking up. I tried to call her friends. I tried to call everyone, even people that were close to her. I tried to call everyone. No one was picking up. And it came to a surprise to me because each and every time when I called, she would actually answer the phone. And if she didn't answer the phone, maybe in two missed calls, the third one she would pick up. But this time around, I called about 4 times. And I had a rule back then that I even changed since I see how things happen, that I only call a girl 3 times. If I call you for the for the first time, that's okay. I'll call you for the second time. If you don't pick up, that's fine. Maybe you were still busy or the phone was in another room and you were in another room and you were doing something or whatsoever. Then when I call for the third time, just know that I'm done calling you because it seems like you don't want to pick up the phone or whatsoever. Ne? So what happened was that I called her about 4 times. She didn't pick up. Called her friends. No one picked up the phone. And to my surprise, when she called me the next morning, I was so surprised. Like, why is she calling me? Because I called her yesterday and she didn't pick up. And she came with a very, very loud story. Ukusiva story, usiva into yokuba asicaci. I like, there's no way that this person is saying what she's saying right now. So she said a story that no, what happened was that we went drinking and I left my phone somewhere else, wara in, and I was like, wow, okay. You never leave your phone even if you're going somewhere else. So why did you leave your phone all of a sudden? Ne? Okay, fine. I forgave that because I knew that she actually kwakuyimpazamo yakhe yokuqala uyabo. So I wouldn't even like jeopardize her for that. Okanye I wouldn't crucify her for that. Okanye sencho andinakde ndithi hayi it's over, you did this and that and that. I kept the relationship cool because I knew that I still loved her. Okay, fine. Hey, came the second time. So apparently they went out every Saturday, actually every weekend. Aibo. It was a shock to me, like what's happening? Yeah, but so there was this one other time because I chatted with one of the Chomizaki and I called them and said, what's happening to you guys? Why all of a sudden there's a change in your routines that you used to do? Remember on Fridays she used to come to me. We would spend the whole weekends together. Like Benandi, the relationship is stable and whatsoever. Hey, so it happened that this happened each and every weekend now, and I saw that either is a change in the relationship. Things are not okay. Remember, it was the first time I was being cheated on, and it was my second relationship. I was not familiar with being cheated on because, hey, sesinye story nje endingayazi uba ndingasicacisa njani, uyaqonda. So what happened was that the thing that made me suspect that, you know what, this time around she's actually cheating. I think I was going through her phone. Back then I think we were using Facebook most of the time because what was WhatsApp popular? No? Yeah, I think WhatsApp was also in the game, but not that much because people were used to Facebook because there was a shift from Mixit to Facebook, then from Facebook to WhatsApp. So I think Facebook was used more regularly because uh, like most of the time we would actually be in contact through Facebook. So I was going through a Facebook this one other time and I was like, okay, there's this guy she was chatting to like a couple of times, or ngoku like babencokola kakhulu, and it was getting suspicious. Like when you scroll down in chats, there was so many chats. And remember, it was the first time I was actually going through her phone and I was so surprised. Hey, apparently she was dating this guy. And I was like, okay. Then I said to myself, I'm not going to confront her like go. I will wait for the perfect time. And I never got the perfect time. So she went home. When I asked her, hey, ngubani ubani? And she tried to deny it. And remember one thing, that I've already had the source from her friends. So I knew that she was actually chatting with someone. Yeah, but so when I asked her, I already knew that she was going with someone out and they were having fun, but I never knew that they were messing up with each other. Yeah, but like I thought that no, they're just drinking together, maybe they're just friends and whatsoever. And when I confronted her and I actually ndimcinezela ngemibuzo, ndimbuza, and she actually wayithetha inyani that no, I'm dating this guy, wara in, and it's been going on for this while, and I was like, wow, that's new to me. And yabona ndagowa, I don't want to lie. Kubona ugowe. Back then, kwangekho mgowo ke back then. I was so stressed to the point that I actually lost weight. And people were asking, what's happening with you, Nzolo? What's happening with you? And I was like, dude, I'm going through a lot. My girlfriend is cheating on me. And people were so surprised because, you know, when the relationship is new and everyone likes the relationship, and actually wonke umuntu uyaqhaba, like wonke umuntu uyayincoma that, yo, you have a very beautiful relationship. How are you doing it? How are you holding it together? It's been a year, you guys are still together, how are you? And I was like, dude, if you knew into yokuba I'm going through a lot at that current moment, you would be surprised because I was cheated on. And laa nto into yoba ungayazi that ndiyachitelwa yiyo eyona. Uyabona, I think what I usually say to my niggas is that, braz, if you saw that my girlfriend was with someone, ndixelele jo. Sunfihlela ndixelele so that ndiyazi. I don't like to be in the dark, mna. No, 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 no. I don't like to be in the dark. At least mandiyazi that no, ubani bani bekhe wabonwa nobani bani behamba endaweni ethile. Even if you're not going to do anything with that, but you should know that there's such a thing that is going on. So I usually tell people that if you see my girlfriend rolling with someone, okanye she was with someone endaweni ethile, ndixelele man, sunfihlela mna. Because it might happen that they are doing something of which I don't know. Can at least if ndiyayazi ngoku that they are doing something, I will know. And mhlambe, I might ask her into yokuba, what are you doing with so and so? So to cut the long story short, endagowa. But to my surprise was that I went back to her and we continued dating for about 3 months until I finally made peace that it's not working. It's not working. And at that particular time, she was the only girl I was dating with. Ezaa zinto zokuba ube namantombi amaninzi were not popular at that time. Like you would only have one girl ngelo xesha uqonda uba andigrandi umntu wam ukhona and whatsoever. Unlike nowadays, nowadays it's just a mess. It's just a mess. That's a story time for another day. So basically, that is how I found out. I found out through her friends and through Facebook. One thing I'm now suggest is that abantu from time to time, check your phone yomntu wakho. So don't relax kube ngathi nje you're just in a relationship nje. Check your phone yomntu wakho man. Yabo? Kungathi kanti utyiwe izithende all along. Yay. That's a bit risky. Now, that is how I got cheated. So my second story time will be how the first time I cheated. Like I'll go through details on how I cheated and what I did and all those things, because I feel like once something was done to you, when you do it, you don't realize that you're doing it. Actually, you are realizing it, but no man, I'm just doing it and I don't care because I've been hurt before. And nam lam trying hurt, I didn't even care into yokuba how do I feel at that particular moment. So yeah, that's basically it. Guys, yo, it's a whole different world. Uvongazazi noma mawuthini, uvongazazi noma uyochithela abanye nawe okanye mawuyozifaka kwi-relationships abanye abantu or do what. But that's how it went. And remember, it was just my second relationship. There was nothing like it was very serious, but I as a relationship never. Trust me when I say you will never marry that person. And also for the young ones, they should learn that your high school sweetheart, you might not marry her or him. And if it was city, it will be like a fairy tale, but it's the honest truth. Okay, so that's the end of the video. Please, guys, make sure that you like my videos, you comment on them, you share them, and also you subscribe to my YouTube channel. By that, you'll be growing the channel. You make sure that I get like so many subscribers. I'm the president, the one and only president, signing out.